Huda and Lewis laugh at a racial slur directed at Olandria. Tell me your thoughts down below, guys.
Hello?
Whoa, hey.
Yo, I turned that shit off.
Hey.
Yo, what the fuck? What did they say?
I mean, who's really surprised? I swore I was done talking about Love Island because I was sick of hearing from people who only get views when they talk about Love Island, but when duty calls, we answer the phone. Now, while Louis and Huda were on live, someone called Louis' phone and referred to Olandria as a slur. And this was their response.
Whoa, hey.
Yo, I turned.
Well, Huda and Louis decided to address the backlash that they were getting, not the racism. And here's what Huda had to say. She basically said that clickbait using a sensitive topic is insane and that she and Louis didn't actually hear what the caller said. Then the person kept calling from no caller ID while they were on live and that they basically hung up and that she was addressing this before it was blown out of proportion. Blown out of proportion is strange. She also said that the laughter was because it was awkward. I don't know what's awkward about racism or funny, but she then says that whoever said it is in the wrong, but not her and Louis for laughing. Okay. Louis then said that this was just another opportunity for people to come on here and hate on his girl and that he's black and she's with him. So none of this makes sense. Okay. Anyway, I don't know why y'all tagging me in these videos. I've been told y'all this. Y'all need to go tag them people who had my name in big lights saying I was tripping.
Yeah, hello? Baby, you might want to turn the music down.
Olandria is a
Beep. Oh my gosh. Why would she say that? That's... Yo. Come on. What did she say? She said a bad word. Okay, you guys. Louis didn't even hear what she said. Okay? I barely heard what she said. We don't tolerate racism. That's why we immediately hung up the call. Like, it was an awkward situation, so obviously I'm gonna giggle a little. My boyfriend is black. Did you know? But I'm not racist. I have a black manager too, did you know? Yeah. Alright guys, obviously the haters are gonna come out. You know, Huda's haters saying that she's racist, right? Bingo, I'm black. And she's with me. How can she be racist? She loves my black penis. Does she like black women? No. But you know, she likes me. So how could she be racist? Please. Come on, guys. We hung up the call immediately. Nobody was laughing. Stop it.
But you say you don't condone racism, but then you proceed to laugh at the use of the hard R. You say that, oh, I didn't hear the name. I only heard the slur. Even if it wasn't Olandria's name, which unfortunately it was, even if it wasn't, why are you laughing at the usage of the hard R? Why is the hard R funny? I'm just not, that's not clicking to me. No matter what type of think pieces, like, they both write, it doesn't make any sense why you guys are laughing at the hard R. Honestly, I don't believe either of them saying that I didn't hear Olandria's name. I didn't know they said Olandria's name. How did we hear it? The people, I just watched the video. I just watched the video of the live. I wasn't on the live. I wasn't in the room with the speaker up to my phone hearing what the person said. How did I hear Olandria's name and you didn't? I know we already talked about it a million times before, but it's just the fact that she has enabled her fan base enough to the point where they can feel comfortable to spread that kind of hatred, like, all willy-nilly get on the phone call, say, oh, da-da-da, is this so-and-so. And that's okay. Olandria really does nothing to these islanders. Nothing. Like, she never talks about them negatively, never, like, insults anyone, never, like, looks down on anyone in, like, the media or anything. And yet she's still receiving this much hatred for doing absolutely nothing, by the way. Honestly, I can say I'm not really surprised that Huda and Louis, especially, like, them two together, I'm not surprised by it at all. Like, when I woke up this morning, I saw all the stuff, and I was like, look at her fan base, look at Huda, look at her actions throughout the past, like, ever since the show ended. Like, it's not surprising. It's really disappointing. And it's like, I thought she changed and grew as a person, but clearly she has not. Louis is so annoying. He's like, guys, What you're on about? I'm black. Okay, so if you're black, then stand up then. Stand up for the fact that Olandria just got called a slur. Instead of, he literally said verbatim, he's like, I heard the slur and I laughed. I thought you were black. I thought, like, that is baffling to me to hear that some of the Huda defenders are being like, it's not that deep. It really isn't that deep. Why are you guys making such a big deal about it? It's not her fault. First of all, in my 24 years of life as a black woman, I have heard every single slur in the book. I have been called every single thing you think of that's racist. I most likely have heard it, have endured it, have been through it. So and so have so many other black individuals. So I know how deep it is, because it is that deep. When I say it's that deep, I mean it is that deep. But you can't get that through their heads though, because they need to defend Huda first instead of being a basic human being.
And let me just say this, Love Island family, I will never forgive y'all for giving Huda the platform that she has. There's no reason why I just saw a snippet of a live between Huda and Louis, and they received a prank call, and the person on the other end of the line literally said, Olandria is the hard ER. There's no reason why, after hearing that, they laughed. Huda had the opportunity to speak out against racism at the reunion. Weeks went by, Olandria said what hurt her, especially when it came down to the George Floyd comment, and Huda still didn't say a damn thing. So am I surprised tonight that someone can say the hard ER and Huda could just make excuses on IG? I'm not surprised. Huda never cared about Olandria. When it comes down to Huda speaking out against racism, she never really vocalized in depth the severity of her fans being racist. Huda said, well, I was getting racist comments too, and she never fully publicly apologized to Olandria. I don't care about Huda Beauty. I don't care about Call of Duty. When it comes down to Huda literally speaking up against racism, it's always quiet and there's always a lack of accountability. Her and Louis deserve each other, and I hope they have the relationship that they deserve. For them to make those corny, whack, distasteful statements on IG and not even address Olandria, Huda and Louis is just as worse as the person that called and said Olandria is the hard ER. I said what I said. I land my plane.
Louis and Huda are the perfect example of what happens when a black man has no issue with being fetishized. This is all happening because Huda and Louis were on live. I think this is on Instagram, and they said Olandria is a beep, the N-word with the hard ER. To this, both of them started laughing. If you want to have a look at the clip, go look at the clip and come back. They started laughing, and then there was these false acting moments of, what was that? By Huda, and hey, like almost like a don't be on that type of time type thing, and they hang up the call. So now Huda has released her statement. Let's have a look at it. Sorry if it's cut off. Y'all, first of all, clickbait using a sensitive topic is that, do you know what? You've probably read this. I don't. Pause to read. This is the second one. Again, pause to read. So we already know that accountability can be chasing Huda, and Huda will be faster. Like, we already know that. With Louis, I think that dynamic is so interesting because he classes himself as a black man, which is very weird. He is a mixed race guy. His mum is white, and it gives that. And he goes on to say in his statement that he has faced a lot of racism. My guy, if that is true, the first thing you would have done when you heard that slur is to be disgusted and appalled. Why were you laughing? If you have faced so much racism in this country and it's been so terrible for your psyche, why was that not activated when you heard that racial slur? Questions that need answering. I would love to know. I actually love it when self-hating men date women like this, because take each other off the market. Please, like, I don't want to procreate with someone who's going to be laughing at my child being called the N-word at school. Like, don't worry, I'd rather you procreate with someone else who also hates black women. Like, take each other off the market. Like, we do not want to date you. We don't want to marry you. We don't want to procreate with you. It's never unfortunate when you lot are together. It's actually fantastic news. He's the very shallow, superficial understanding he has of race. If he thinks that because he is black, he therefore cannot perpetuate racism himself. The self-hatred and the very low racial self-esteem, it's an issue. It's an issue with a certain archetype. Honestly, both of the apologies were really bad, even if it's just an apology for PR to save face. Like, oh, it wasn't clear what she said. It wasn't clear what she said. But you turned the music down, though. That phone line was crisp. Like, the 5G was like, it was doing its thing. What do you mean by you couldn't hear it? Because we could hear it through the screen. Please continue to date and marry each other, take each other off the chessboard, and let all of us normal people all continue to live our lives and raise children that love themselves and love their blackness. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day.
Olandria has now responded to seeing Huda laugh at racist remarks that were made about her. So let's get into this statement. The classy, intelligent, beautiful Olandria said, "I do not condone racism of any kind, nor do I entertain it. That kind of language is never acceptable. Not in anger, not as a joke, not ever. Words like that carry generations of pain. Pretending otherwise and only keeping the cycle going, defending it, laughing about it, or making excuses is even worse. I will not let this moment derail the purpose of uplifting my community. I stand firm with who I am and using this as an opportunity to call for real accountability and awareness." She's so intelligent. We all have a role in building a culture where speaking to one another with respect is the standard and where speaking against hate speech is the bare minimum. Huda. She also said, "While I anticipate that this will result in surface level apologies," here we go, we all know that's about to come, "few days, I'd like to transform this moment into something actionable. I encourage those who have participated in their stream and followers to demonstrate a genuine commitment to anti-racism by donating to organizations and foundations dedicated to educating and uplifting." Oh my gosh, she is so smart. This community, the UNCF, the NAACP, and Thurgood Marshall College Fund. I will be making a personal donation as well. In the next slides, I'll be sharing the donation. Oh my God, this girl is so sweet. She derailed it off of her to help other people. That's what you call a black fucking queen. Huda, you're done for. That's your ass. Your ass is grass. Your ass is mine. She may handle this in a classy manner, but I'm on you. And she's so right, because Huda's only going to go so surface level with this situation. She's never going to acknowledge the root problem in which she is fucking condoning. I love Olandria. No shade. This girl, this just made me a fan.
This Love Island Season 7 flop really thinks she could gaslight us. Clickbait using a sensitive topic is actually insane to me. Oh, but someone calling Olandria the hard R ain't? It's funny? Me and Lewis did not hear what was said, because that's all I heard was the bad word. Not you lying, trying to minimize the word by calling it a bad word. It's a racial slur. Call it what it is. And then she's acting like she's in distress, like she was the one that's called the racial slur. Please. This is her annoyed and like, I can't believe you guys are taking this out of proportion. I just wanted to address this before it gets blown out of proportion. You should have blown it out of proportion. You should have ended it then. You should have went on a whole tangent about how racism ain't cute. It's not okay for anyone to say that word ever. But no, you over here defending yourself. It was all funny until it clicked in your mind that you're on stream and you're getting recorded, huh? Just jealous of all the opportunities Olandria and that you're getting because you thought you deserved it. Please. Say goodbye to all those brand deals you think and thought you were gonna get. Oh, and since she has me blocked, can someone tell her that ain't cute?
Huda, girl, it's not looking good for you. Because what you mean you don't condone racism, but you going to sit up here and laugh at it? Like, even if you didn't hear Olandria's name, that's fine. It still doesn't change the fact that you heard the N-word, like you said, and you still sat up here and giggled like something was funny. I'm confused. It doesn't change the fact that you ain't hear Olandria's name. And then Louise want to hop up on here and talk about something as a black man. As a what? As a...